Oh shit! Oh, what a fucking shot! Oh my god, what an overhand! Damn! Damn, they called it just like that? What a fucking shot! Are you kidding me? Alright, what's going on, everybody? So Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol 2. The last Crescendo just finished, and oh my god, what a good card. There was only like one fight I hated, and I'll get to that in a second. But I'm going to go through every single fight on the card and break down what happened. So let's get right into it. Real quick before I get into the video, 94% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you like influencer boxing, or UFC content, I post 3 to 4 times a week on this channel at least, so make sure you subscribe. Also, when I hit 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing my first live stream, so let me know if you would pop out to that too. I appreciate you. Okay, so the first fight on the card was Buatsi versus Smith. Now, this has been about how I thought it was going to go. Buatsi actually started the fight very good, but after like round 2, Smith just started landing on Buatsi. Like I said, his striking defense is a bit suspect. Like, he just gets caught. Smith was landing nasty body punches and nasty punches upstairs. He was landing that straight right all day. And like I said, man, Buatsi just gets caught too much. And this is not the guy to get caught against because he was throwing a lot of punches. And Buatsi had good moments in this fight. There was even a point where Smith got a bit overeager and Buatsi hurt him. So Buatsi's very good, but Smith seems like he's going on another run now, so we'll see what's next for him. I thought it was an overall great performance. Yeah, I predicted this right, but I thought it was going to be a knockout, so you guys can decide if I'm necessarily right or not. But I was right about Buatsi getting tagged up, so respect to both of them. They're warriors, but Smith wins that one. All right, so the next fight was Big Bang Zhang versus Caballel. Now, I got this one wrong. I thought that Zhang was going to get a knockout in this fight, and to be fair, he did get a knockdown at one point. Oh, shit! Holy shit! Oh, I told you just one shot and Zhang got him, bro. And Zhang actually started the fight at a very high pace, but I think it ended up costing him because by round 2, Caballel started applying the pressure on Zhang, and it was very true they got tired. And round 3, he started dominating, and then he started working the body and ended up TKOing Zhang to the body. Wasn't expecting that. I did say that Caballel was going to outbox Zhang if it went the distance, but he ended up getting Zhang out of there. Like I said, Caballel is very skilled for heavyweight, so I'd like to see what he would do next because this is a big win. It was some very good body shots against Zhang. I'm sure it's not easy to drop a big motherfucker like that. You got a lot of padding for those organs, but yeah, he didn't get a head knockout like I expected, but I guess the body work made sense. So very good win by Caballel. I'm sure there's a bunch of opportunities for him now after that fight. That's pretty big for him, so shout out to Caballel. Okay, so the next fight was Israel Madrimov versus Vergil Ortiz. Now, this was a very good fight. Very, very good fight. I think Madrimov started the fight off 3-0. His footwork was incredible in this fight. His head movement and everything. He was doing very good, making Vergil Ortiz miss for a very long time, and he would come in with a very unpredictable strikes, blitzing in. Very similar to how he fought in the Terence Crawford fight, actually, but obviously Vergil Ortiz was on the front foot basically the entire time. But as the fight went on, Vergil Ortiz started getting the pressure. He was starting to get Madrimov's timing. Madrimov's footwork was slowing down as the fight went on. I started off as 3-1, and then it ended up getting back to 4-4 at one point. And then I actually had it being a draw. I don't know about you guys, because I thought Madrimov got the last round. And yeah, I was thinking that he needed to finish if he wanted to win, but I thought he got back to a draw. Yeah, I thought it was a draw. I didn't really understand the decision, especially the scorecards.
Judge Kevin Parker scores it 117-111. And both judges, Guido Cavalieri and Barry Lindemann, are in agreement. They both scored the same, 115-113. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still,
117-111? In what world? I was thinking a draw, but more so towards his way makes sense. So yeah, there was a point in like round 10, I think, with that where Madrimov was just bravely trading. He knew he was down, and it wasn't even like smart times for him to trade, but he was just going for it. There was a couple fights on this card where they just decided to scrap, including the main event, which I'll obviously get to. But this was an incredible fight. It was close. I thought it was a draw, so like I'm not like mad at the decision, but I just didn't understand 117 to 111. Like that didn't make any sense to me. But Virgil Ortiz stays undefeated and he looks very good. I don't really know what's next for him, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, the next fight on the card. Now this fight pissed me off. When I say this fight pissed me off, it pissed me off heavy because I was excited for Shiraz. So we're talking about Adames versus Shiraz. Now this fight, dude, oh my lord. So the first 2 rounds, right? Shiraz was doing very good with his jab. Adames was struggling getting past it, but he started moving his head and getting inside. But Shiraz, the entire fight, and I'm not even lying to you, the entire fight was on his back foot moving, flicking out his jab, occasionally going 1-2, and then occasionally go 1-2 left hook. I swear to God, that's all he did. The entire fight. The entire fight, he was trying to keep him away from his jab. I don't know how in the fuck he thinks that he was going to win the fight that way. He needed a finish in the last round. His corner told him, and he proceeded to jab him the entire fight. Actually, if you guys want to see my reaction for this fight, this was about how it went. Like, what is he fucking waiting for, bro? What the fuck is this performance? Motherfucker, you won like 3 rounds max, and you're fucking just sitting there jabbing again. That was the weakest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, that's what people were saying they were like during the Shakur fight. The Shakur fight was so entertaining compared to this. Like, oh my lord, it's not even close. Like, that fight was actually pretty good. I'll get to it. But, man, I was very excited to see Shiraz because I was looking into him before this fight, and I was like, dude, this guy's sick. His jab is incredible. Soon to regret those words. But I was like, damn, his straight right hand's nasty. Like, he's a freak at this division, borderline weight bully, definitely weight bully at this point. I hope he goes up and sees what happens if he goes up into a different division fighting like that. That's all I'm going to say. This got me very annoyed because, like I said, I was very excited for Shiraz. I was hyping him up. Oh, this is going to be a breakout performance for him. Hell no. I don't think my perception on a fighter has changed this fast in a very long time. Shiraz, it was so boring. Like, people say boxing is boring that are casuals and don't watch it as often. If somebody, like, tuned into this fight that already had a negative look at boxing, they're never watching boxing again. Because it was just a long motherfucker flicking out his jab so the guy couldn't get close the entire fight. And he was still getting inside and piecing him up. So, he just didn't do enough the entire fight. And it was just the most confusing thing ever. This killed his stock drastically. And Adames looked pretty good. It's unfortunate that his performance got dragged down with Shiraz's performance. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I completely forgot the decision. What the fuck happened? What are the judges on? In what world does a judge give it a tie? In what world does a judge give Shiraz the fight? The first judge gave Shiraz the fight. And by the way, the crowd cheered it. Did you guys not see the fucking fight? Like, I'm so confused. So this was my reaction to the decision. What? How the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck? What the fuck? How did the first judge give him shit? What the fuck just happened? Okay, so the next fight, we were just talking about Shakur, so we might as well. Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. Now, people were saying this fight was boring. I think they're actually just hating on Shakur at this point because I feel like this was an entertaining fight. Like, Padley actually probably got round 1 because Shakur does start slow. But Shakur had a lot of output coming out this fight. He was very sharp, with his counter punches. He had very nasty body work, obviously finishing Padley at one point with body work, dropping him 3 times in the final round, in round like 9 or something like that. And I called it like round 10 TKO, so I almost got it. But yeah, Padley was a dog though, man. Every single time he got hurt, he would turn around and land like a 5-punch combination on Shakur. He didn't give up the entire fight. Padley has an amazing story, and he is very good, but he did better in this fight than I thought he was going to. Yeah, he got outclassed, but he was put on bursts of combinations on Shakur that maybe if it's not Shakur Stevenson, it could get somebody in trouble. Obviously, he has that very good underdog win versus Chamberlain, too. So I want to see Padley back. He has a great story. He deserves it. He was taking his fight on short notice. He deserves a good fight. Maybe even on the next Riyadh season card. I definitely think he deserves another paycheck after this. A very respectable performance by Padley. He's a dog. Shakur, one of the best at his weight class. We know that. But we want to see him versus Schofield. We want to see him versus Haney. And we want to see him versus Tank. But those fights are so iffy if we're even going to see it. I don't know. So, very good performance by Shakur. I don't know why people were calling that fight boring. I didn't think it was boring at all. All right, now the co-main event. What a fucking performance. Joseph Parker versus Bicoli. Now, shout out to Bicoli, by the way, for basically taking a day's notice fight. That is fucking badass. No matter what happened, that is badass to do. Understandably, I know there's a crazy paycheck, but he flew a long way, and he got, like, there the night before or some shit like that. Like, some crazy shit, but yeah, so Joseph Parker, obviously in the first round, they were feeling each other out. That's usually how the first round goes in boxing. Then Joseph Parker lands a nasty overhand on Martin Bicoli's, like, right on the top of his head. At some angles, it didn't even look like it landed, but it did, dude, and it landed, like, right here. Sniper shot. Oh, shit! Oh, what a fucking shot! Oh my god, what an overhand. Damn! Damn, they called it just like that? What a fucking shot. Are you kidding me? What a performance by Joseph Parker. I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to just outbox Bicoli, maybe even get a decision. But it's heavyweight boxing, man. Maybe I'm dumb for even thinking that. Joseph Parker's nasty, so I know we called for the world title fight versus Usyk, but I just feel like you can't leave Dubois out. Like, yeah, he had to opt out of the fight and, all that, but I just feel like you need to run Dubois versus Parker. I don't feel like you could just give Usyk Parker. That's the only problem. But if Usyk's on, like, a time frame thing and he wants to retire soon, maybe. Like, I'm down to see Usyk versus Parker. I would just feel bad for Dubois if, like, he deserves the rematch. But maybe he blew it. I don't know. But if it was up to me, you just run Joseph Parker versus Dubois, like, as soon as possible. Then Usyk could get his opponent. So, yeah, we'll see. Usyk was in the crowd, so I think they might just run Usyk versus Parker. And I'm here for it, so. All right, now the main event of the evening. Oh my god, what a fight this was. Like, deadass, like, such a good fight. That's why I'm so excited for Shoji, because what a fight, bro. So, and by the way, if I hear anybody say that this fight is boring, because I know people said the first fight was boring, bro. If anybody calls it boring, the second fight, I'm going to seriously question your attention span. Like, deadass. I'm going to question your attention span if you think this fight was boring, because it was non-stop pace the entire time. Beterbiev was on smoke since the very first round, but Bivol was very sharp. I think he won the first 3 rounds, in my opinion. He was a lot better with his footwork. Like I said, he needed to. He was circling out way better. He had very fast hands. He just had a lot more balls in this fight. He was, like, kept throwing very fast combinations to Beterbiev's somewhat slow but very impactful punches. Like, whenever he saw Beterbiev relax for a second, he would hit him with, like, a 4 or 5 punch combination, circle out. Dmitry Bivol was boxing beautiful in this fight. As time went on, Beterbiev started to land a lot more. He was landing more in this fight than he did in the first fight. In the first fight, he was really just landing on Bivol's gloves. Bivol was taking some shots that are off of Beterbiev. I think there was one right hand. I forgot what round it was, but I don't know how he ate it. Like, Beterbiev landed flush on him. So it got to a point where it was 3-3, so I thought Bivol took the first 3, and then Beterbiev took 3 in a row. Then Bivol took that, it was 4-3 Bivol. And then Bivol started getting his groove back. because he started moving a lot better again and fighting boldly again, and he got to 5-3. Then I thought Bivol took another one, 6-3. And then the next one was tough to score, but I ended up going 6-4, and I get Beterbiev that round. Then 7-4. I don't know why I paused. 7-4 to Bivol. And I was writing in I'm looking at my notes right now for this reason why I kept looking at it. I was saying Beterbiev needs a KO. And dude, this last round was so good. They scrapped it out. And Bivol could have just been on his back foot in this one. Because, like I said, I thought he was up 7-4. But no, dude, he won the last round. Bivol stood on it. He bit down his gum shield and traded back with Beterbiev. Was just extremely dangerous. But that's what he needed to do, man. That's why I said in my prediction video, low-key getting nice with the predictions. Y'all got to give me love for that. But, dude, what an incredible performance by Bivol. His trilogy is going to be so good. We'll see if Beterbiev will be able to adjust. I know Bivol said they want some time to rest, which is fair. They ran the rematch pretty fast, basically back-to-back camps at that point. So, yeah, I had 8-4 Bivol. Let me know what you guys had down below, but I feel like that's pretty accurate. Such a back-and-forth fight in the middle of the fight, but Bivol ended up catching his stride at the end like he usually does, and we're going to see a trilogy, man. So, yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about that fight. Let me know who you got in the trilogy. Obviously, I'm going to save that for way down the line when I make that prediction video. Let me know if you guys agree about the Shiraz fight. I feel like that's the only fight in the card that disappointed. Is an understatement that disappointed, but yeah, man, I thought it was a very good overall card. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, all of that if you want to see more boxing, UFC, or influencer boxing content. And once again, when I hit 200 subs, I will do my first live stream. So even if it's ugly, I'm going to pull it off. Let me know if you would pop out. Thank you guys for listening to me up like usual. I'm about to go watch some UFC. I'm sorry for not making a prediction video on that, by the way, but I was just so crammed with boxing and UFC this week that I just couldn't do it. I thought this card was a bigger deal, so sorry, no instant reaction, no predictions, but I promise the next UFC event I will predict and do an instant reaction to. So I appreciate you guys understanding. Thank you guys for listening to me up like usual. God bless every single one of you, and peace out.